Hi all, it's Terry here, and we're on to the final video of the jawa CZ project. It's actually finished. Now, from start to finish, I've spent the past 5 years, which is quite a long time, which has seen some developments more on the custom side over the 5 years I've been doing it. Now, if you remember, the bike that inspired me was that CZ350. In fact, I'll show you the photo of that just to remind you in a minute. Now, the bike I started out with that was going to be customised was a Jawa 350 639, silver one, and I'll show you some photos of that as well. Now, without going into too much detail, I think we ought to go straight outside, have a look at it, see how it's gone, see what you think, and then after that I'll put a trail of photos of how it started and what it looks like now. So if you want to watch those after, you can. You haven't got to wait to actually see the bike. I'll put all the photos at the end of the film. Right, we'll go outside and have a look at it, see what you think. Right, so I thought we'd get a wider view of the bike first before we have any close-ups, so I'll just walk around it, and if you notice, I've managed to keep the bike pretty much clean from the electrics and battery, etc., and that's what I wanted with this build. I didn't really want any clutter, so I'll just have a quick walk around it to get a wide point of view, and then we'll have these close-ups of the electrics inside the left-hand toolbox, and all other small changes I've made, including the seat. Right then, so here she is, all done and ready for the road. So if we have a look at a few of the parts, if you remember, this aluminium cover, I was either going to use that or I was going to use a steel one painted black with white lines, but I think the alloy one looks much better. And another change is the seat. Now, this is about the 4th seat I've tried, and I'm happy with this one now. As you can see, it's got the white piping which matches the tank, and if you look at the front mud guard, toolbox, chain guard, rear guard, so I think the seat looks much better like that, and it's quite comfortable. It's a nice ride. Now, what other changes have I done? Right, so there's the other thing, is this cover. If you remember, when we was looking at this alloy cover in one of the vids, I said I was going to make a cover here, and as you can see, I've brought it in round here, round this gusset on the bike and down, and what I've done, I've mounted the brake light switch here and run it through a grommet through this cover, so I might try and make it as tidy as possible. Now, the exhaust itself, now obviously that was second hand, it needed quite a bit of work, so what I decided to do to keep costs down, because after all this was meant to be a budget bike, spend as little as possible. Right, so let's have a look at it anyway. So I decided to use a satin high temp black on the whole exhaust system part. From the fishtails, now I had these chromed. Have a look at the other one. So I've had the fishtails chromed, and the kickstart here, gear lever, I had that done, and back round the bike, and this brake lever, which actually came off a 559. Right, so those are some of the additional changes I've made since the last video. And what I decided to do as well, I decided to make some more of these stainless steel, I don't know if you can see them actually on the headlamp, 2 stainless steel lights, indicator lights. So I'll show you, if I put the key down you might be able to see them better. That's the green one there, now that's the neutral, and that's just the generator light there, the red one. Right, so regards the electrics, now they all did go in the toolbox as I first planned, but not this side. This side has got tools in as what it was meant for. So all the electrics are in this toolbox. Right, so we've moved over to the left hand side of the bike, and as you can see I've taken the toolbox cover off, and this is where the electrics are obviously. So this is the regulator. It's an AEV one, 75 watt. Now we've got the main fuse there. Now all these are just the live connections with these loops. Now what I am going to do, I'm going to replace these with single pole ceramic pieces, but these are fine like for now, and all the connections come in here at the bottom through grommets, and these will be from the back light, the switch gear and the dynamo, etc. So it's all compact inside the toolbox cover there. Right, so now what we'll do, we'll have a look at some of the photos of the bike as it was before it was customised.